Hey guys, welcome to transaction management. Okay, and in this session we'll explore how databases handle changes to data, ensuring that everything stays consistent and safe. So we'll be getting started with understanding transactions and their core properties. So what exactly is a transaction? In SQL, a transaction is a sequence of one or more operations that are executed as a single unit. So the key idea here is all or nothing, okay? So either every step in the transaction is successfully completed or none of them happen at all, okay? So think of it like a purchase transaction. For example now, when you buy an item, the money is deducted and you receive the product, right? But if something goes wrong, take for instance insufficient fund now, the entire transaction is cancelled and no money is taken at all. Transactions are very important because firstly, they ensure data integrity by preventing partial updates, okay? And they also help maintain consistency in the database, especially when multiple changes are happening at once. And lastly, transactions allow us to roll back changes if something goes wrong. So we'll be seeing a practical example of what it looks like in the future, okay? So we have the ACID properties of transactions. So to ensure the reliability in databases, transactions follow the ACID properties. So A for atomicity, all or nothing. Just put that at the back of your mind, okay? A transaction must be fully completed or nothing will happen at all. It does not go partially, right? And if any part fails, the entire transaction is rolled back, totally cancelled. Next, we have C for consistency, which is the valid state. The database remains in a consistent state before and after the transaction. So no transaction should leave the database with missing or incorrect data. Next, we'll see I for isolation. Transactions don't interfere, right? They are isolated. Each transaction runs independently without being affected by others. This prevents data inconsistencies, when multiple transactions occurs simultaneously. And lastly, we'll be seeing D for durability, which means changes are permanent, right? Once a transaction is committed, it is saved permanently. Even in the case of a system failure, it is still saved. So these ACID properties and principles ensure that transactions are reliable and they maintain data integrity in a database. So next, we'll be seeing transaction control statements, okay? To be able to manage transactions effectively, SQL provides us with transaction control statements. So this helps us ensure that changes are applied correctly or, they are reversed if that's needed. So the first key transaction control statement we'll be seeing is the begin transaction. Okay, so this is the start of a transaction. It marks the beginning of a transaction, like I previously said, and the changes made after this statement, they are temporary until committed. Next, we have commit. So this saves changes permanently. It finalizes the transaction and makes all changes permanent. And once you've committed, the changes cannot be undone. So you would want to be very careful here. Next, we have rollback. So this reverts changes, okay? It cancels the transaction and undergoes any change made since the begin transaction, okay? So it is useful if an error occurs when we want to probably discard a modification. Very, very useful if we've made an error somewhere around the commit or the begin transaction area. So we'll see an example on that in the future. Next, we need to know how to manage data integrity during batch updates. So when working with batch updates, we modify multiple rows and tables at once. So for instance, we may want to update prices for all products in a category, or probably marking multiple orders shipped, because of course they've been shipped, right, in an e-commerce system. So this is where it's very, very important. So since these updates affect many records, we must ensure data integrity because it is very critical. If an error should occur midway, we would not want partial updates, to corrupt our database. And this is just like the peripheral phase of this. We will be seeing more of it in the future, where we'll have enough example to further explain these principles. I don't want to give you too much information at the beginning now. Okay, so how does transaction management help? It helps by ensuring that all our updates are applied successfully, or none of them happen at all. Okay, so no midway updates, right? And yeah, like I said, we'll be seeing more examples in the future. And that's it for now, guys. I hope you've learned something, right? And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and if you've not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I'll see you in the next video.